Check, check, check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Golden State Wrestling. My name is Grant Baciocco. What is this? This is different from Hollywood Elite Wrestling and all the other things. Yes, this is actually my actual Legends Fed that has been running for years and years and years. And I usually play this card and dice and, you know, out on the tabletop with the cards, with the dice, old-fashioned, old school. And I was just like, you know what, hey, let's run one card, virtually. And it took a little, as you're going to see, it took a little kind of finessing because not everybody that I use has even an online card, let alone a color card. Hello, Dale. Welcome. Great to have you here. Thanks for tuning in. So, this is just this is sort of my the name of the show is Wrestling Superstars. It's just sort of an hour-long TV show. We're gonna have 6 matches and then a interview segment in the middle there with our brand new World Heavyweight Champion. So if you are not caught up with all my goings-on over at lowpromoter.com, then, spoiler alert, I will tell you that much. Big shout-out to all the patrons, the people who make these videos possible. Huge thanks to them for supporting the channel. If you'd like to become a patron, head on over to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media. All right, so heading down to the ring, our opening match will be a women's match, Rockin' Robin versus Leilani Kai. Leilani Kai, a member of the Hart family, so Jimmy Hart is lurking here in the corner. He may come into play in this match. I don't know. Both of these women could really use a win to go forward. I think Rockin' Robin could use a win a little bit more than Leilani Kai. But let's start things off here. Let's roll for initiative and ring the bell. All right, looks like Rockin' Robin is going to start things off here. Level one offense. And a series of arm drags to agility. She does have the agility to pull that off. Thomas, welcome. Great to have you here. Hurt 2. Rockin' Robin starting with a House of Fire. Knife edge chops in corner 2. And hurt 2. No one for Leilani Kai to tag out to there. Drop kick 2. Rockin' Robin really pouring it on, but Leilani Kai says no, comes back on level 2 offense and gets a choice A. So that will either be throw her into the ropes, which she has an A, or a belly-to-belly suplex, which will work on an 8 or less. That's what she's going to go for. And she gets a 5, so it does work. Rockin' Robin now rolling on level 2 for hurt 2 there. Leilani Kai continuing the assault. A double chop off the turnbuckle 2. Hurt 2. Butterfly suplex 3. Big move there. Down 3. Can Leilani Kai capitalize on this? Death jump. She climbs to the top. The opponent climbs to the top. Rockin' Robin recovers. Throws Leilani Kai off the turnbuckle and into the ring. Leilani Kai goes down hard. And Rockin' Robin now in control. Will roll on level 3 defense. Power slam 3. Down 3, Jimmy Hart is going to interfere here, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to roll on the interference chart here. Jimmy Hart rolls an 8, and Hart jumps on the ring but is intercepted by the referee. Meanwhile, another wrestler from Hart Stable sneaks into the ring and attempts to interfere. Roll on the wrestler interference chart. So we will say that it is Judy Martin, Leilani Kai's partner. And we will roll on the wrestler interference chart. Your ally attacks the opponent and a brawl erupts. Roll disqualification 4. So we'll roll for DQ here. Ooh, almost a DQ, but no. Your ally flattens the opponent and you take over. Oh, we have to roll 1 die here to see who takes over. And it is even, so that is Leilani Kai. Leilani Kai will roll on level 3 offense. And gets the death jump again, so she's going to try that again. Blasts Rockin' Robin with a clothesline. Poor Rockin' Robin having the double assault here. And Leilani Kai rolls on level 3 offense out of the ring. She tosses Rockin' Robin out of the ring. The opponent comes out. A wild brawl erupts. Both wrestlers roll disqualification. So no DQ there. And there is a DQ right there. So Rockin' Robin... We'll say that Judy Martin got involved in that brawl, too. Rockin' Robin defeats Leilani Kai by DQ brawl with... and we'll say that was a dud match because there was really no... maybe I'll give it 1 star. And Judy Martin interfered. So some trouble a-brewing there between Leilani Kai and Rockin' Robin, although they have met several times before. As we set up our next match here for our evening of fun, thank you all for tuning in. Where is the page with it? There we go. All right, so I will enter in these fall results later, so you don't have to sit and watch that. All right, now, in my Legends Fed, Terry Gordy really made a great entrance into my Fed. He made, it was this whole storyline where he appeared on, he won the Rookie Brawl, which is this yearly tournament that I have, where the winners of the Rookie Brawl may get to stay in Golden State Wrestling. And so Terry Gordy, a year ago or 2 years ago, won that Rookie Brawl. Since then, he has not done well. He didn't get offered a contract. So what he started to do was appear under a mask, and he attacked Don Muraco, and it was this big feud with Don Muraco. He wound up losing that feud, but he impressed the board or the talent bookers at Golden State Wrestling, so he's allowed to stay. But since then, he hasn't really done well. So he has made the proclamation that he is going to win gold before WrestleMania, or else he is going to leave. And let me just say, time is running short. I kind of gauge feeling of when WrestleMania is going to be after I think, okay, I've done enough cards. WrestleMania is good to go. But he's only got a couple weeks left, so he needs a win, but he is not in contention for any titles. So here tonight, he was he is taking. Oh, Steve's here. Hello, Steve. Welcome. So tonight he is taking on Nacho Barrera in what should be, an easy victory, but it really has not been good for him. Sir Oliver Humperdinck will be in Terry Gordy's corner, because that is his manager. He didn't have him as a manager until recently, and Humperdinck was like, I'm going to help you win that gold. But so far, no. Let's roll for some initiative and ring the bell. Enough chattering. And Terry Gordy will start things off here with a forearm to the chest, too. It's a power move. I would say he has the power, and he does. Hurt 2. Terry Gordy continuing his attack into the turnbuckle, tosses Nacho Barrera into the turnbuckle. High Volume Games, welcome. Great to have you here. You are crushed by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Into the turnbuckle again, tosses Nacho Barrera into the turnbuckle, bounces forward, and catches Terry Gordy with a skull-splitting lariat. He goes down hard. Gordy rolling on level 3 defense. Hurt 2. Can Nacho come out with a huge surprise here? Into the turnbuckle, throws Terry Gordy into the turnbuckle, and bounce forward off the turnbuckle into an incredible neck-breaking clothesline. Nacho Barrera rolling on level 3, jumping elbow smash 3. Holy moly, hurt 2. What is happening? Into the ropes, tosses Terry Gordy into the ropes, Gordy comes off the ropes with a powerful flying shoulder tackle. So a little reverse there. He's going to roll on level 2 offense and hit the elbow hammer for 2. Nacho Barrera reverses it. Oh, this is not good. Terry Gordy may leave after this match. Forget WrestleMania. Chop to throat 2 agility. Well, Terry Gordy has the agility, so he will hit a double knee drop 2. Hurt 2. Oops. Sorry. Let me move this over a little bit so that doesn't happen again. Into the turnbuckle. Gordy throwing Nacho into the turnbuckle. You bounce forward in the turnbuckle into an incredible neck-breaking clothesline. Opponent rolls level 3 offense. Stomp to face 2 choice C. So he is going to try the agility, which will work on a roll of 10 or less. The big moonsault. He is able to get it. There you go. Right? Yeah. Plus or minus. Yeah, so it worked on a 10 or less. So it does work. And Nacho Barrera is hurt. Terry Gordy should have ended this match long ago. Lariat 3, down 3. Can Terry Gordy hit a finish here? STF 3. Hurt 2. Terry Gordy looking the fool during this match. Snapmare 2. Nacho Barrera reversing it. Tries a body slam, but he is not powerful enough to make it happen. So Terry Gordy reverses it on level 2. Double knee drop 2. Down 3. Terry Gordy now rolling on level 3. STF 3. Down 3. And keeps the STF locked in there. Down 3. Stomp to face 2, choice C. He's going to try this moonsault again. Will work on a roll of 10 or less. Gets the 4. He is able to get it. Nacho rolling level 3 defense. Hurt 2. He could not put Nacho away. Snapmare 2. Nacho Barrera reverses it on level 1. Chop to throat 2. It's agility, though, so agility is not going to work for that. Terry Gordy's going to reverse it with a double knee drop. Oh, man. Down 3. Terry Gordy trying to finish this off, but hits the choice chart again. Will go for the moonsault. Does hit it. Nacho Barrera rolling on level 3. Nacho rolling his pin, but this is not an automatic finish because that was not a finisher. So he is rolling his pin, and the roll is a 9. So the target is 6. So Nacho Barrera able to kick out there. He's now at 1 fatigue as Terry Gordy hits the power bomb. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to make sure. Yeah, it's just an alternate thing. So there you go. There's the match with the power bomb. Terry Gordy finally able to put Nacho Barrera away. Ooh, that took way too long. Just writing the results here. Pin after a power bomb. 1-star match. And you know what? I'm going to say we're going to continue some storyline here. That was such a bad match. Terry Gordy had such a horrible problem with that. Sir Oliver Humperdinck says, you're out. You're out of the House of Humperdinck. Kicks Terry Gordy out. Terry Gordy does not have any sort of manager now. Terry Humperdinck, disgusted, leaves him in the middle of the ring. And there you go. Brock Riblet, welcome. Great to have you here. And let's get ready for our next match here. Our next match will be a tag team match. Now I have a group of 3 men, sort of the Freeburg rule. They're called the Outlaws, and that is Blackjack Mulligan, Barry Windham, and Sam Houston. They are a tag team called the Outlaws. You never know if you sign a match with them. You never know who you are going to face. So I put the 3 names into a randomizer, mixed them all up. So tonight we have Blackjack Mulligan and Barry Windham taking on George South and Mr. X. Now, the Outlaws completely undefeated this year, and they are gunning for a tag team title shot currently held by the Powers of Pain. So we've got them tonight taking on George South and Mr. X. I had to do a creator wrestler to get George to Mr. X in there because Mr. X does not have an online card, but these are the stats from the card that he does have. Hopefully, maybe he'll be a promoter prime release or something this year. That would be awesome. So we're going to say Barry Windham is going to start with George South. So we will roll our initiative here. And actually, you know what I'm realizing is that Sam Houston will be at ringside, because that's the way it always works with the Outlaws. All 3 of them come to ringside, but you never know who you are going to face. So Sam Houston will be there in the corner. And so we rolled for initiative, and it looks like George South will start things off. Mark, welcome. Thomas, the Mr. X card, there is an actual... Oh, I brought him upstairs already. There is an actual released black and white Mr. X card. I think it was a special edition card. I'm not sure which set it came out with. One of the later sets, because it was the artist who was just amazing. But it's a Mr. X card, and so I just did a creator wrestler in COTG online, and this is just stock artwork that they have. They have like a Mr. X guy, so that is not the artwork from the card. But anyway, so there you go. So George South actually is going to have the initiative here as we start, and he hits a drop kick choice C, which he neither is good, but he is going to try the moonsault. This will work on a 6 or less. Gets an 8, so it doesn't work. Barry Windham rolls on level 2 offense. European uppercuts 2. George South gets down 3. Barry Windham rolling here. Sweetwater suplex. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. In 2 moves. 2 or 3 moves, I guess. The Outlaws beat George South with Mr. X. George South and Mr. X. Outlaws, Windham, and Mulligan defeat Mr. X and George South via pin after the Sweetwater suplex. And that is the definition of a squash match right there. So Barry Windham pinned George South. Squash. And we will say after the match, Blackjack Mulligan gets on the mic and he's like, hey, Powers of Pain, you can't deny us any further. Yeah, you can't. You can't have X turn on him. Possibly. I don't know if I want to play out that feud, Mr. X and George South, but maybe. So there you go. Mulligan challenges the Powers of Pain, say they want their title shot. Now is when they want it. So we will head back to the ring, and we will get ready for our next match on the docket here. This should be interesting because it's sort of set up as a squash match, or a enhancement match, but one of these opponents has been known to pull out a win or two. What did I do? I hope I didn't close him, did I? I think I did. All right, hold on one second. I have to get Sir Oliver Humperdinck back out here. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Nice to have some folks watching. For our next match here, we head to ringside. One Man Gang versus Cousin Luke. Sir Oliver Humperdinck is in the corner of One Man Gang. We will roll for some initiative. We will ring the bell, and it looks like One Man Gang is going to start things off. Knee to the stomach. One. Cousin Luke reversing it. He just bounces off and hits a kick to the stomach himself. And it works because it's an agility move. And One Man Gang is dazed. Punch, two. And One Man Gang reverses that punch and he hits a face rake for himself. Cousin Luke reversing it. Two-fisted sledgehammer, three. Oh my gosh, hurt two. Oliver Humperdinck may be leaving two men tonight. Into the turnbuckle, tosses One Man Gang into the turnbuckle. You come out the turnbuckle with a big special move, but the opponent does as well. Both wrestlers go down. The wrestler with the better turnbuckle rating, they're even. So Cousin Luke will roll out level 3 offense. Oh my gosh. Hillbilly drop, 0. And the target is a 3. The roll is a 5. So 1 fatigue token for the One Man Gang. This might be a big win here for Cousin Luke. Hits the choice H, so he will do the death jump, or he could do the flying elbow drop, which would work on a roll of 11 or less. That's what he's going to go for. He's going to try this. It gets the 11 just barely, so it is a level 3 move, and he rolls the pin again. Oh no! The target here now a 4. The roll is an 8. Oliver Humperdinck is going crazy at ringside. He is ready to just throw in the towel and quit. At this point, Cousin Luke hits the hillbilly drop again. The target a 5. The roll a 7. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh. Cousin Luke just cannot be stopped again. He is going to hit that flying elbow. Needs an 11 or less to hit it. Gets a 6. He is able to get it. Down 3. Oh my gosh. This is the hillbilly drop. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. The target is 6. The roll is a 9. This is the match of Cousin Luke's life in my Fed. I will tell you that much. He is going to try that flying elbow drop again. And needs an 11 or less, gets a 5, so he's able to get it. One Man Gang hurt too. One Man Gang needs to do something here. The end of the turnbuckle, tosses him into the turnbuckle. They both go down. When they both collide, the wrestler with the better turnbuckle rating wins. That is Cousin Luke. So Cousin Luke is going to roll on level 3 offense. Headbutt 3. Hurt 2. Oh my gosh. Into the ropes. Tosses One Man Gang into the ropes. The opponent tries a sunset flip, but you grab his legs, roll him into a pinning combination. Opponent rolls pin. Here's Gang's big comeback, and he gets a 5. But the target was 4. So Cousin Luke now at 1 fatigue. One Man Gang needs to finish this immediately. Bite to forehead. That's not going to do it. Down 3. One Man Gang here, running corner splash, 3 choice G. So he can either do a death jump. I love the idea of One Man Gang going up to do a death jump, so let's do it. The opponent climbs the top. Oh no, Cousin Luke recovers, throws him off and into the ring. He goes down hard, roll on level 3 offense, out of the ring. Oh my gosh, out of the ring, tosses One Man Gang out of the ring. Both wrestlers roll disqualification due to a brawl. Oh no, One Man Gang is disqualified, and Cousin Luke is not disqualified. One Man Gang disqualified. because of brawling outside of the ring. But I, for one, cannot wait for this rematch. And this rematch is going to happen. Cousin Luke defeats One Man Gang via DQ, brawling. And let's see. Let me just take a quick look here. We got one fatigue over here, and then poor One Man Gang was at 4 fatigue. So that is going to be a 3-star match. Humperdinck furious. I'm just jotting down these notes. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Main event quality action from 2 wrestlers who aren't necessarily main event, at least in my Fed. Humperdinck not happy. He's going to have a long talk with the One Man Gang after the show tonight. As we get ready for our next match, we've got 2 matches left here, ladies and gentlemen, and an interview segment. So hope you will stick with us this whole time. This is Wrestling Superstars, so this is sort of, there's a lot of enhancement matches on this. And no, Humperdinck is definitely not having a good night. As we head back to the ring for our next match, our next tag team match, the Bushwhackers here, I call them the Bushwhackers, I know, but that's what I call them. The Bushwhackers had a big feud with the Outlaws. They lost that feud, of course, because the Outlaws are still undefeated. So they are kind of like spinning their wheels. They're trying to get some traction, trying to find a direction to go to. So they will be wrestling tonight. We will say that Butch will start with Jake Milliman, and they will roll for initiative as we ring the bell, and they will have the initiative. Punch the Ribs 2 power. I'm sure he's got the power. He does. So rolls on level 2 offense. Hurt 2. Butch Miller rolling, double thrust to throat, 2. Down 3, Butch Miller rolling on level 3, running knee smash, 2. There you go, and just like that, that is definitely a win that they needed. The Bushwhackers making short work of Kenny J, and I call him Jim Milliman in my Fed because that's what his name was when he was in the WWF briefly. So the Bushwhackers defeat Jay and Milliman via pin after the running knee smash. And we'll say that was a squash because it certainly was. And that was, I always write down who Butch Miller pins Jake Milliman. We'll say after the match, the Bushwhackers challenge the Dream Team because I'm hoping to get that new Brutus the Barber Beefcake card next week, maybe. Because next week, we're at the end of March, so those Promoter Prime cards should be in the mail. I took a break. What happened? Well, yeah. It was over. It was over in just a couple moves there. Okay, so now it is time. Let me get this back up over here. It is time for our. Let's see. This is a non-wrestler card. So there we go. Gordon Soley is going to be conducting an interview, and he is going to interview the brand new World Heavyweight Champion. If you have not been keeping up with my Fed posted on my website, lowpromoter.com. You may not know that we have a new world champion, and that world champion is none other than Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant defeating the Iron Sheik in a steel cage on Saturday night's main event to become the new world champion. So this is the first interview that we have with the champ since he won. Well, we had a backstage interview right after he won the belt, but I always use the post-match interview card because that way it doesn't set up an immediate match for the next, and that way I can build to it. But let's roll the dice here and see what we get. I guess it'll be over here. The roll is a 7, so looking at Gordon Soley's card here, the wrestler speaks his mind and talks about his next big match. Get your tickets now. Well, if you were watching, or if you read the results from Saturday night's main event, you'll know that Andre's first challenger is undefeated so far since his debut, and that is Randy Macho Man Savage. And so we'll say that Andre accepts Savage's challenge. So that match will be coming up soon. I am throwing everybody at Andre because I really should not have had him become the champion. But I also I watched WWF wrestling when, Andre was possibly going to be the champion. So I definitely, why not? I'm giving him his run. But I'm certainly throwing high-powered people at him. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event. This is the final match of the night, and it is the next match in the Golden State Wrestling Television Championship Tournament. We don't have a championship yet. This is a semifinal round match, and where are my... Oh, come on. Here we go. My managers here. This is going to be a heck of a match, ladies and gentlemen, because it is going to be none other than Don Muraco versus King Kong Bundy. Now, these are no disqualification matches, so DQs can happen, and DQs have happened throughout the tournament. Mr. Fuji in the corner of Don Muraco. It's really interesting because in my Fed, the Powers of Pain are super popular. People love them. Mr. Fuji is their manager. People hate Don Muraco, and Mr. Fuji is their manager. So it's this weird dynamic. So both of these guys, neither of the fans do not like either of these guys. But we will roll initiative and roll the bell here as King Kong Bundy will have the initiative in our main event. One of these men will challenge for the television championship. Shove off and lock up 1. Don Muraco reversing it on level 2. Standing drop kick 2. King Kong Bundy reversing that on level 1. Shoulder tackle 2. Hurt 2. Both of these men definitely want to become the television champion. The first television champion hits a bear hug for 3, and Muraco might submit here. Let's see. The target is 3. The roll is a 7, so no submission. And Mr. Fuji was looking like he was about to hop up into the ring, but he did not. King Kong Bundy rolling on level 3 offense. The Atlantic City Avalanche. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen. So the target here will be an 8. So we are going to roll. Now, I'm going to say Fuji is going to interfere. I'm going to definitely say Fuji is going to interfere. We are going to roll on the manager interference. We'll roll distraction first. So his distractor rating is 6. We will roll on that card, and the result is a 4. So he is able to break that up. And we will put Muraco now at 2 fatigue, not having a great night here. And it's the Atlantic City Avalanche again. All right, so Mr. Fuji is definitely going to roll on the manager interference chart here. And your manager puts your foot on the bottom rope, breaking the count. Roll disqualification 3. So we will roll. We got to roll 2 dice there. Sorry, not 1 die. 4. Oh, he's almost disqualified. There's no disqualification. The opponent continues their attack. So Don Muraco is now at 3 fatigue as King Kong Bundy rolls level 3 offense. Backbreaker 3. And down 3. King Kong Bundy really really on fire here tonight. Big splash, 3, down 3. He needs to hit that avalanche again. Stomps to the head, 2. Oh my gosh. Don Muraco now reversing it on level 2 offense into the ropes. Tosses Bundy into the ropes. You come out the ropes with a powerful flying shoulder tackle. Bundy reversing it. Rolls on level 2 offense and hits a body slam. 3. Muraco goes down and he will be rolling his pin. Fuji has used up all his interference, so we will roll the pin here. And the target is 6. The roll is a 2. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, making Bobby the Brain Heenan very, very happy, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than King Kong Bundy. King Kong Bundy will head to the finals of the television tournament. We don't know who he is going to face. Oh, I took that paper upstairs too, I could tell you. But you'll have to stay tuned to lowpromoter.com in order to check that out. Jay Sanudo say 2.5 stars. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that for that match. And there you go. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have a great, fantastic Saturday night. I'm going to go write up these results. And yeah, thank you so much for checking it all out. I certainly do appreciate it. All right, that is it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Have a great Saturday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.